Yeah, I don't know.
Hi, everyone.
Casper, is that real?
Is this Are you joking with us? I didn't see a tweet come through.
I've not seen that
from
at
the
all.
Braves.
Anyways, guys, welcome to the first live episode of Beaneater Buzz. Colleen and I are going to be a little bit off the cuff here, obviously. As we were getting ready to go live, we got this little chat update from Michael or David Casper, whichever that says the Braves just traded for Robinson Cano.
But I see a tweet that says Braves trying to capture some of that playing against his former team Magic. Yes, Justin Toscano. The Braves traded for Robinson Cano. It's a minor league deal.
I mean, hey, we do kind of need some second base depth right now. It's pretty rough.
Funny.
Well, that's not the first bit of breaking news I expected to break, but hey, whatever. Robinson Cano used to be a good baseball player, I guess. He's a fun name, and maybe he'll start at second base tomorrow and hit a walk-off homer against the Mets.
Let's not even take it that far. Let's just blow him out because he hits 3 home runs.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Trent said chills when Robbie Cano hits a home run against Team him. Yeah. Aren't they still paying him like? I don't know how much it is per year, but I know there's like 46
every home run he
million
hits on the Mets payroll.
Oh, that's crazy. Anyways, that's fun. But I just want to run a real quick clip, guys. Before I do that, actually, I'm going to go ahead and tweet that we're live so that people can come check it out. And if my dogs sound like they're rustling around, I apologize. They're a little bit of a pain. So, and then of course there they go. Anyways, that was a huge win today. Huge win. Like, the bullpen, my God. Jesse Chavez, Colin McHugh. God, I don't even know who came before that in the game.
Who pitched?
I don't know.
Well, let's just say because Dylan Lee
gave up
the homer.
But, dude, whatever. Dylan Lee's a good pitcher. I like
it was a bad pitch, but Ian let the 2 guys on ahead of him. So I'm not really like, oh, my God, Dylan Lee was going to lose the game for us.
Right. And I was kind of preparing for this, like getting videos and stuff together. Oh, Matic, Chavez, McHugh. Thank you, Trent. I appreciate you.
Matic, that's who it was.
Yeah. So, and Tyler Matic looked really good today.
Yep.
So that was encouraging
to
see because, yeah. Did he do good?
He only pitched point. I guess he got 1 out, and then Matic came in and cleaned it up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because he had a couple runners on, and then So,
but 2 each by Jess. They didn't even let that when that free runner doesn't score. I mean, because I don't care that it's the Nationals, like a single scores that run, so it's not like they give you the run to score it. So for that not to happen,
well, they did what all these old heads want them to do, right? In the 10th inning, they bunted the first pitch and got the runner to third, and it was like, yeah, they're going to score. And guess what? They didn't score because that's not how it always works.
Yep.
You have
it's almost like proof, like, just bunting doesn't mean it's going to work out because you got to do the stuff after it to get
now
the guy in.
To be fair, it was Victor Robles, excuse me, however you want to say it. Some people say Robles.
I guess he figured that was the only way to like advance.
They were probably like, he's not going to get a hit. Just have him bunt.
Let him lay down. It was a good bunt. I mean, he did his job. The guy's didn't do his job.
It worked. It was a good bunt. But, like I said, it was just that's why I hate bunting, because bunting sucks and it never works. Sorry, I'm looking down at my phone while I'm getting ready to tweet this. So, yeah. Also, fun stuff. The Braves have 5 All-Stars. Was it 5 or 6? No. It was 5. So they had William Contreras made it as the starting DH. That's amazing. Him and his brother going to the All-Star game together.
Is he the starter because Harper's hurt? Because they announced him as a reserve, I thought. Okay, that's awesome.
They announced him as the starter, because Harper's hurt. So, and then you've got Travis Darno. I said 2 weeks ago, the Braves are going to have 2 All-Star catchers. And somebody tweeted at me and was like, neither one of them's making the All-Star team. And I was like, okay, we'll see. And now they're both All-Stars. So that's fun. Travis deserves it.
He does.
Dansby, of course, we all knew would make it. Freed,
Should've
we all
started.
knew would make it. Yeah, dude, he should have. And I mean, I get it. Trey Turner
Popularity
can have
contest.
the win.
It's
I
always
guess.
been a popularity contest, and that's why Adam Duvall made it to the finals, because there's a lot of Braves fans.
Trent is responsible for half of that. He really is. He was helping to meme that along. I know he was. I saw him doing it. But something about somebody eating a hockey puck or a hamburger or steak grilled as a hockey puck. I don't know. Anyways, so let's see. Sorry. Yeah, there it is. Steak grilled to the consistency of a hockey puck. See? Yeah, I told Trent's responsible for Adam Duvall being a finalist.
And it's funny because I feel like a lot of times, like Starling Marte, for example, they put him in as a reserve because he was finalist. Adam Duvall, they were like, what? Why the hell was this guy?
Yeah.
They didn't even put him in as a reserve.
Even Braves fans were like,
man, these Braves fans
what are we
wild.
doing? What the fuck are we doing? And Ozzy Albies, come on, man. I love Ozzy.
Right.
He
Not
didn't
this year.
deserve to be a finalist.
I didn't even vote for him. I was like, I'm
Mm-mm.
voting for Jazz. Of course, Jazz is injured now, too.
I never voted for him one time. Not even once. So I don't know. Let me finish this tweet, and then we're gonna roll a clip, talk about it. Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm getting
into
sidetracked here. Yeah, so
I mean, do we need anyone besides Trent and Michael Casper, the two
No,
our two
that's-
biggest fans? I mean,
yeah, that's probably it. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Oh no! What the fuck? That's not what I want to do. Okay. All right. Cool. Sorry
it's,
for the
it's the
silence,
other
guys.
players who vote in the reserves, right?
See, I was gonna ask if anybody knew that. That's so funny.
Because I'm just looking in that Dodger fan Eduardo. I don't know if you see, he's on Twitter randomly, but he's like showing how Will Smith is like more deserving. I guess
No,
he has
he's
more home
not.
run, RBI, hits,
Oh,
BUR,
all of the
on-base.
arbitrary stats, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Maybe if he'd have won the
And
World
then
Series
Vin
first,
Pickles said, and yet TDA
Yeah.
has a real ring.
Yeah.
Not of the 60 game
maybe,
bullshit.
yeah. I personally, I don't play into all that because I wanted that 2020 ring just as bad as I want the 2022 ring.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever, but it is pretty funny because Dodgers fans, they just can't handle it. And they're like, yeah, well, the Braves, blah, blah, blah. I was like, no, dude, like, it's a joke. Just chill out. Like, everybody's kidding here. But, I mean, now that Freddie Freeman's a Dodger, we can say they got a Mickey Mouse World Series and a Mickey Mouse MVP. Because that's what they said to us, right? I mean, I still haven't finished my tweet. I'm sorry, guys. Where am I at?
Michael Casper was like, oh, Trent, are you the Trent Ciarte fella?
Yeah, I know. I saw that. That's funny because the first time I asked if you knew who he was, that's what you said. You said, "See Trent Ciarte?" Yeah, that's him. You're gonna have to change that name.
Reserves are chosen by player ballot. And okay, yeah. So
That's what I thought.
Players.
Yeah, I thought that they were. Come on, damn it. I'm trying to tag a few people also, just to get
like is Dallas. I don't know. I
retweet.
forget who liked and retweeted
That's
it
the
when
first.
you posted
That's
it.
the first person I tagged. Let's see. I almost just tagged Max Fried.
What if Max? She was like, "Hey guys,
Yeah, that would be awesome. Hey, Max,
tag
you're an
like Luke
all-star.
Jackson."
Yeah, hey, dude, I would love to try to get him on a show one day, just to because he'd be the best. I watched a podcast one time of him. He was in a bathtub, drinking wine.
Oh, I think I saw.
Yeah, it was him and Tyler Matthews. I mean, they weren't in the bathtub together, but
You know what?
yeah,
That would have been.
Yeah, they get a pass.
That would have been hilarious.
It would have been fun. Yeah. Let's see. I overthink these tweets, by the way, so that's why it's taking so long.
I do the same thing. Ty France snubbed. Yeah, I can't believe he didn't.
Dude, he deserved to start.
He was a finalist. Yeah, I don't really get because who won Guerrero? Like, I'm sorry, I know he's Vladdy, but like,
I love him. He had a great year last year. He's not the same player this year. I mean, he's still great, but Ty France has been incredible.
Trent says tag Michael Harris. He's apparently very active on social media.
He is, and hey, we're gonna talk about.
He goes in during rain delays and posts about his home runs.
He did yesterday. Yes, or not yesterday, the day before. I was like, that's the first thing I thought when I saw the tweet. I was like, did you just go into the dugout or into the clubhouse during a rain delay and tweet? Like, that's so cool. I don't even think Ronnie's ever done that.
No.
I mean, Ronnie will tweet right after a game, though. We've seen that. He did that in the postseason.
Instagram.
Yeah. Fuck it. I'm tagging him right now. Money Mike. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Sorry. Tweeted.
And then we can, get going.
Yeah. Trent, Michael, since you guys are already here and active, go retweet that. If Ronnie tweeted during a rain delay, Braves, they would riot outside of Truist Park. You're right.
Yep.
Snit would bench him for 2 games. Yeah. Did you see what Michael just tweeted like 45 minutes ago?
No.
It was a screenshot of somebody on Twitter saying they don't like who he's become. They don't like what he's
I saw that
into.
tweet, like that screenshot earlier, so he must have either been tagged.
Yeah, he's the one who screenshotted it and tweeted it. Or maybe
really?
he retweeted
okay.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like he's been here 6 weeks. He hasn't had time to change even if he wanted to.
Right. Like you decided who he was a month in, and now he's like showing more of his personality, and you're like,
right. Yeah. And he's amazing. But real quick, I'm going to play a clip. We're going to watch it, and it's just a fun call by Chip Carey from this clip. We'll go ahead and let's see here. Oh, well, hold on. Okay, there we go. Let's restart. Where's the? Oh, there it is. Okay. Just listen to the call by Chip Carey.
Weems is 2. Here comes
it just gave me such chills, dude.
Swing line drive, base hit left field. Dansby's going to come home. We're a game and a half out of first.
Yeah. Yeah, we fucking are. You're fucking right, Chip. Yeah, and it's just like, it's just so, I don't know, man. Like, this season has been so unreal.
It's turning into something special.
Dude, yeah. The Mets, I mean, I'm not counting the Mets out.
No, me neither.
They're a good baseball
team. Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. 25.
Yeah, I was looking earlier today because since 2019, they won 97 games. I've sort of started comparing because it just based on how they're playing in the pace.
Past that, right?
And so what today is, what are we now? 51 or 52? 52 and 35.
52.
So
I'm sorry.
87?
I'm reading what Trent's saying about would you rather fight 25 Badger-sized Austin Rileys or one Austin Riley-sized Badger?
25 Badger-sized.
I don't know. A bunch of little Austin Rileys running around all thick like that. That might be tough. That's good stuff, Trent. Keep it.
I think the 25, I feel like I could probably swat them away. One Austin Riley size, that's a big Badger.
That's a huge Badger. That's like a bear. Really. And Badgers are mean little animals too. So, yeah.
So let's see, 87 games. We were in 2019, we were 51-36. We're 52-35.
Yeah. So Okay, 52-35 in 2019.
No, today.
Today we're 52. And
so
what
we're a
was
game ahead of
2019?
what we
Sorry.
were in 2019.
Game ahead. Okay. So, yeah, and that's good to look at.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, people forget. People are so short. Well,
Because that team
short-term
started off
memory.
slow,
Everybody
too.
has short-term memory about all this
That
stuff.
team started off 18 and 20.
God, I remember a game where
Swept by the Phillies to start.
Yeah. We were swept by the Phillies 2 seasons to start the season. One of them happened to be 2021.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they just sorry. Anyways, the Phillies, you know, they did kind of the same thing in 2021 they did in 2019 too. They thought, oh shit, we just swept the Braves to start the season. That's it. Like, we're the best team in baseball.
3 games in.
Yeah, and I saw somebody tweet this not too long ago, and I don't know who to give credit to. I'm not going to take credit, but I tweet it all the time because I thought it was a great point that I don't think people give enough credit to Alex and Brian Snicker, but that duo of GM and manager, they play the long game better than any duo of general manager and manager in baseball. There's a lot of times we get pissed off at Snit because he's not using this reliever or he is using this reliever or whatnot, and I'm guilty of it too. But they are kind of right. Sometimes in April when we're complaining about a loss, it's like, yeah, like, okay, I am complaining now, but in September I might thank these guys again because I have for the past 3 seasons or 4 seasons or whatever.
They know more than we do.
They do.
It's easy to complain on Twitter.
Yeah, it's super easy. I mean, it's that that immediate return that everybody wants, that immediate justification, whatever, or gratification, excuse me, not justification. And it just, yeah, you know what? You're right. Snit was awesome today, Michael. Now, I mean, dude.
Guys got it done too. Which it's easier to forgive him when the guy, obviously if Jesse Chavez blows the game or McHugh blows the game, you're like, why was it that? But when the guys do their job, it's easy to just be like, yep, everything worked out. But we didn't have to use Minter. We didn't have to go to Minter today, which is huge coming into the Mets series.
Yeah, it's gigantic. I mean, we've got Minter. When is Kenley available? I don't think it's tomorrow.
He said possible. Well, he's eligible the 12th, I think, is when he's eligible to come back.
So that's not tomorrow, but the next day. And he
Tuesday.
said he will be back the day he is ready. So we might have to go without him for tomorrow. But Tuesday, we're going to have a very well-rested Kenley Jansen. And I don't know. The bullpen is becoming a concern. I'll say that. Yes. Minter's good. Minter's not a closer.
It's also like lefty heavy.
Yeah.
Like McHugh's been really good, but
yeah, dude, McHugh was amazing today. He was awesome. And
he needed like 4 in what was it, the 11th? He needed like 4 pitches because he got a double play and a strikeout or something like that. It was like, oh, okay.
Before I even knew what was going on, because I had walked into the other room to do something and walked back into the room, I didn't even know. I mean, I assumed that they were going. Yeah, that's pretty damn good, Trent. I assumed that they were gonna intentionally walk Soto. I mean, they'd be fucking crazy not to.
Yeah, I was like, that was the best way for it to work out because he has to come. If there's runners on and he has to hit, there's just no. Yeah, it worked out perfectly to get Bell and then just walk him. I knew, and someone was like, "Oh, they probably won't do it." I'm like, "There's no way they don't do that."
Why the fuck
they'd
would
be
they
stupid
not
and deserve to lose the game if there's a base open and they don't put Soto on.
Yeah, if you have the runner, the potential winning run in scoring position with Juan Soto coming to the plate and you have first base open and you pitch to Juan Soto,
you deserve to lose that game.
You deserve to lose that game. But luckily, that's not what Snit did. He did exactly what he should have done. And like I said, before I even knew that Colin McHugh was in the game or that Soto had, in fact, been walked. There was a double play ball.
He was out
And
of it. Yep.
I was like, oh.
Just ballsy. Like Will Smith yesterday, ballsy. I don't care. Like when was there even any outs when they put him in? I think it was no outs runner at first.
It was. And then he gave up a double.
And
then
like people like put those runners on, but I'm like, you kind of, I don't know. I'm critical of, well, you know that. But that was ballsy as hell. I was driving, I was listening on the radio, and like pulled into the restaurant I was going to, like when he got that last strike. I was like, yeah, it was awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Ballsy.
Oh, dude, I was today. Every time they would get out of an inning in extra innings, I was like, "This is it."
3 opportunities,
win this game.
I don't care that it's the Nationals. 3 opportunities, and they didn't score that run once, which is huge because we know what happens to us in extra innings.
Yep. Yeah, I don't care that it's the Nationals. The Mets lost to the Marlins today in extra innings.
Yeah, I don't care what
they should have lost to the Marlins in extra innings yesterday. I mean, dude,
Lucky.
they won a game on back-to-back errors. That is just, I don't know. A Mets fan will tell you, well, it's because you put the ball in play. Look, dude, you can't count on errors, okay? This is a major league level. You can't just say, oh, if you put the ball in play, they're going to make an error. It happened to us, actually, today. Escobar made that error.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I actually saw you tweeted that Riley actually ran through the stop sign, which I never actually saw.
They showed that at the beginning of what would have been the 12th, I guess. They showed it, and he stopped him. And I'm just like, thank God we came back to win it. But just like there's certain things that you look at, like if you do lose and you're like, why? If there's a runner at third.
Yeah.
That's something
Arcia
where if it's
up,
like Dansby or Ronnie or Harris or something, you probably send him because he's fast enough that it might work out. Yeah, maybe they throw the ball away. You never know, but it seems like not.
Yeah, if you've got
the
Dansby or Ronnie or something like that, they might rush the throw and make a bad throw. Yeah. Austin Riley's a good base runner. He's not fast.
Yeah, there's a difference.
But, the biggest thing is he's not Michael Harris. He's not Austin, or I mean, he is Austin, right? He's not Ronald Acuna. He's not Dansby Swanson. He's just not as fast as those guys.
Yeah.
But luckily, all's fair that, whatever.
All's well that ends well.
All's well that ends well. That's it. Yeah. I almost said all's fair in love.
All's fair in love and war.
That has nothing to do with this.
All's fair in love and baseball.
Yeah. It is. But he ends up getting the walk-off hit, right? And I mean,
huge day for him.
He's probably stoked that, because he hit the game-tying homer.
He knew Trent's saying he did it on purpose. He knew he was like, I'm going to hit it later, guys. Don't worry.
I hope he didn't do it on purpose. He's got an arbitration.
I have a good feeling for 2 innings from now.
Yeah, I hope that's not how he's playing it. But, hey, it worked out. Mm-hmm. We won the game, swept the Nats again for the second time in a row. We are 8-1 against the Nationals this year. No, 8-2.
No, 8-2. Yeah.
8-2 against the Nationals.
7-2
this season. 7-2.
Because it would have been they won that series, and then it was 6-7, and then they won the 2. Because you only played 3 3-game series.
Oh, for some reason I thought the first series was a 4-game series.
No, I think it was 3. Because I think they took.
You're right, it was because we
7-2.
We lost a game.
But we were bad then.
Started. Yeah, we were not good then. We did score 16 runs in one of the games, but
we're 6-0 against the Nationals since we were good.
Yeah. So
since June 1st.
That's what you got to do. You got to beat the teams that are bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like saying that, but the Nationals are pretty bad.
They're pretty bad.
I think the Marlins are a decent team. I mean,
their pitching is good. I feel like I'm very loud in here. Their pitching is
no, you're fine. You're fine.
Their offense is just. I watched some of those games and it's just atrocious.
Their offense is a mess. Now, but to be fair, they don't have Jazz. They don't have Soler.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you're right.
It would be hard to. I mean, that's what they brought Soler in for, is to score runs, hit homers. Jazz is supposed to be starting at second base in the All-Star game in 2 weeks. So, I don't know. We'll see how. Or I guess it's not 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks or?
Yeah. The All-Star game is like a week and a half. Isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, it's next week.
Yeah, I'm just confused about when I'm going to Atlanta. I'm going to Atlanta after the All-Star game, so that makes sense because I got to work during the All-Star game, which I don't really watch the All-Star game. But I appreciate the honor for the players.
Mm-hmm.
I know that they want that, that recognition. Of course they would. I mean, it would have helped Austin Riley in arbitration, Trent, had he been an All-Star. Then he could go in arbitration with the Braves next year and say, hey, I was a fucking All-Star.
Hopefully he'll still maybe
maybe he still will. Maybe he still will. But yeah, so I guess we can move on from today. We can talk about today all day if we want, but Braves ended up going 6-1 this week.
Sure did.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, especially with the Cardinals coming into town now, they were shorthanded. I'm not gonna, sit here and say they weren't, but that's fine. That's when you're supposed to beat teams. If those teams are going through a rut, don't let them win.
And it's not, I mean, they've got Goldschmidt and Arenado and some other guys who can hit. It's not really like the Nationals where it's like Soto and Bell and like nobody else. Like they've got a pretty good team. Like the Cardinals are only like a couple games out of first place. They are a good team. So I had figured going in, I was like, oh, we'll probably split. So after we won those first 3, it was like, we have a chance to sweep these guys.
Yeah.
So just a really big week.
And we should have swept them. I mean, there's a
extra innings.
Very real life scenario where we could end up going 7-0 this week.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what happened.
Not to be. Yep.
But we still went 6-1. And we enter a series with the New York Mets tomorrow, who have been talking so much shit this year. And rightfully so. They led the division by 10.5 games at one point. We entered this series 1.5 games behind them. And I think it was and Trent's right. Jeff McNeil might be going on the paternity list, which is, I mean, KFC didn't like it. I mean, I don't know if everybody saw that. KFC from Barstool. He wasn't a fan of
the Braves are the luckiest team in baseball.
Braves
That everyone's best players
player.
out when they play them. Okay, thank you.
That's why we haven't played the Mets but 3 times or 4 times this whole year. And now they're getting Scherzer and DeGrom back. Mm-hmm. Like, oh yeah, we were so lucky. like we could have put this division away had we been playing them for the past month and a half, like the Phillies were. Now, the Phillies sucked when they played them. Mm-hmm. The Phillies are pretty good now.
Yeah.
And they're definitely competing for.
Yeah, Phillies have been, their
bullpen's
been lights out. Which is funny to say.
Yeah, that's like so foreign. That's like the weirdest thing
what?
ever.
Good bullpen?
Yeah.
Phillies?
Yeah.
No.
It's fun. It's interesting. But hopefully they'll end up falling off. I can't imagine that Joe Girardi was just the only problem they had.
No.
I mean, we know that defense is still a mess. If they're not scoring 8-9 runs a game, it's hard for them to win. I say that after they just won back-to-back games 1-0. But that was, like you said, their bullpen, their pitching was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think I saw Adam Wainwright threw a complete game against him the other day. Allowed 1 run. Yeah, got the loss. That's some shit right there, man.
Some DeGrom stuff.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Hell yeah, it is. I mean.
DeGrom level.
That's just crazy. The fact that Adam Wainwright is throwing complete games at like 41 years old, that's wild.
He still got it.
Yeah, he really does. And he's retiring like when he's still got it. That's what's crazy to me. When a guy does that is always – David Ortiz had like the best season of his career and then retired after 2016. That shit just doesn't happen very often. But so I'm going to play another clip that I think we all will enjoy this clip. It's Michael Harris. And it's just like There's no audio on this one, so I thought we could just, talk about it or whatever. But it's just his game the other night, his 4-hit game. Crazy. Just, okay, of course I got to restart it again. Okay, there he goes. That at-bat was insane. I just to do that on 0-2.
He's had such good at-bats.
Dude, it was 0-2.
Just the way he's able to take pitches, work it full, and then it's like I know that like he's hitting ninth, and people are like, oh, hit him up hot, but I'm like, I kind of like him hitting ninth. Like it's almost like if Arcia makes the third out, I'm like, that's fine. Harris is leading off. It's like a really,
when it's gonna get really fun is
when Ozzy's back.
When Ronald is hitting. Well, yeah, when Ozzy's back too, and he does something like this little weak little thing, and then Ronnie hits a bomb. This right here. Here's the. I mean, dude.
Admired that baby.
Dude, and
second deck.
Well deserved.
He hit it where Ozzy hit it last year in that walk off against the Reds. Wasn't it up around there?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just God. Kid's special, man.
And then the rain came.
Yeah. And the money. Yeah, he's great, dude. Like, I remember telling people, and I know people still give me shit about this for saying, I don't think he's ready. I don't think it's time. I think we're going to rush him. He has shown no signs of that. And even if his bat does slump, which it will at some point, his glove and his speed in the outfield.
There's some plays like the ball, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that's finding a gap, and it's like there he is. Like there was the play, I forget if it was Friday or Saturday, but he was like shaded to left, and he's under the he's like camped, like he's like, oh no, I'm here, guys, don't worry. It's just like he makes every play.
Yeah, and
it makes it look easy.
Trent
that's why you're like, was that a routine play or not? I'm not sure because he just was there.
And I see Trent is noting that the Nationals broadcast complained about him not running out that ball. I don't know where the fuck they thought he needed to run. Like everyone knew where that ball was going. Like we just wanted to see where it was going to land. But they did, however, today make a comment similar to what you just said, where it's like, oh, that ball's hit deep, and then oh no, Harris is already there. Like they made a comment, something along the lines of like, he's just shagging fly balls out there. And like, he doesn't even look like he has to try hard.
Yeah. He's like, he gets the best jumps, best reads, and he makes it look easy.
It's amazing. It's amazing. He's
changed the whole outlook of the team.
Super talented. Yeah. 6 outs above average. I was looking at that the other day. He has been in the league since May 28th. He's got 6 outs above average. He ranks like,
he may end up with the Gold Glove.
Yeah,
he's gonna get it all. He's gonna have a shelf full after this year.
I can't remember who it was that I was watching. Maybe it was on MLB Network or something like that. Whatever. I don't really watch them that much anymore. In a lot less time. You're right. But he, like, some of the names that were in front of him were like Byron Buxton, right? And it's like, yeah. Duh.
Makes sense.
He should be, yeah. But it wasn't that many names. It was like 2 or 3. Trent, do you have those numbers? Do you know what the actual list is?
Where isn't it?
Or like who's in front of him? I know it's not a lot. It's maybe like 4 guys. Maybe. And this dude's been here
I'm trying to think of who would be on it that I'd be like, yeah, that
Cedric
makes
Mullins,
sense.
Christian Pache, and Jose Siri. That's right. Yes.
I think Christian Pache is injured now too. I saw something. He's on the IL, right?
Oh, I didn't know about that, but I know
think I read that somewhere.
He's in AAA.
Tied with Buxton and J-Rod. J-Rod, those are your rookies of the year right there. J-Rod and Michael Harris.
I don't know, man. We got another guy who might have something to say about that.
Spencer Strider?
Yeah, I had a video of him too. Hold on. Hold on just a second. Let me find it.
Speaking of, perfect segue.
Yeah, it's just
Pache's in AAA. Was it because he was injured or just bad?
No, he just sucks.
Okay,
he's just awful.
Watch Strider.
I'm sorry, Christian.
Thank you for Matt Olson.
If you happen to be watching this, he's just. I mean, dude, look at that. That's just not fair. Sorry.
It's like Spencer had that like not so good outing against the Giants, and everyone was like, "Ah, damn it!" And then he had like 3 just absolutely stellar outings, and I was like, "Oh,
Well,
I
what's
guess he's
so
fine.
crazy about me is like he's using his fastball as like 4 different pitches because he's using it down in the zone, up in the zone, like that, up and away. That's 100.
Just making Arenado and Goldschmidt look silly.
Dude, hold on. There's one coming up right here. Not here. Okay, whatever. That's still 99
That was
in the
above
eyes.
Travis's head. Or whoever
Yeah,
Travis, I
99
don't know
in
who's
the
catching
eyes.
the stuff.
And it looks like all these were on the fastball. Right here. Dude.
Yeah.
Yo,
that's middle, and then just nothing.
Middle to Paul Goldschmidt. That is just
ballsy. We got a lot of balls
it is
on this
ballsy. And I mean, like I said, he's mixing that fastball. He's not just throwing it down the middle every time. Like, because his slider's so good, which there it is. Jesus Christ.
Bounce that bad.
I mean, if he
and
can
just like his strikeout strut, and he like tucks in his eye. Just like,
there's a couple of sliders. So, okay, later on in the game, he started mixing in the slider for some Ks. Yeah, that's just – I don't know,
Dude's
man.
Unreal.
They deserve a Rookie of the Year award.
I mean, they could technically split it, right?
They've done it. They've done it before.
If they got the same number of votes, it's not impossible. So
they should
see what the rest of the season plays out, but
yeah, they should have done it.
Right now, I feel like it's got to be one of them or O'Neal Cruz. As we know, the front runner.
Yeah, who said that? Who said that?
Well, he was on like one of the lists of like top 5 where people voted on it, like on MLB.com or whatever. But even Paul Bird the other day was talking about it, and he said like,
he made
O'Neal
a joke
Cruz.
about
I don't think he said. I don't think he said it was his pick. I think he just said like he's in the running for it, and we were just kind of like, what?
Okay, so it was Paul Bird. I knew it was somebody on a broadcast who mentioned it, and I was like, he looks like a good ball player, but
he's got a way to go.
Yeah, he's not having nearly the season that Michael Harris and Spencer Strider are having.
And he's on the Pirates. I don't
front
really
runner and MVP odds. Wait, you mean front runner and Rookie of the Year odds, right?
I'm assuming, yeah. Well, is he still? All I know is I put money on Harris and Strider like a few weeks ago, and the odds
Did you?
At like plus 1,500, and now it's like plus 400. So I'm like, got that money in. I have the game on too.
Exit velocity does not matter.
I'm like, yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah, Rookie of the Year odds. That's what I thought. But yeah,
I want to see if DraftKings has it up, and I don't always have it up, and I'll be.
God, I gotta develop a gambling problem.
They don't have the awards right now up there, but
okay. Well,
what did I? Oh no, I'm not logged in. But yeah, it's something where like the odds have gone way, way up since a couple of weeks ago when I put.
Well, yeah, dude. I mean, look at what since Strider became a starter. Trent and I were talking about this in an episode of the other pod that we do, the Beehive, and because
shout out
our shout out. I gotta edit that. Hopefully, I'll have it up tomorrow. Maybe, hoping. So we'll see. But we were talking about Spencer and his K per 9. And correct me if I was wrong here, Trent. His K per 9 is higher now that he's a starter. And his walks per 9 is like ridiculously lower. It was like 11 walks per 9 or something 11% walk rate.
11 walks per 9.
11 walks per 9. Hey, there was a point where he was looking pretty rough.
Yeah, his K percentage is like essentially 40%.
Yeah. It's actually gone up since he became a starter. That's just – it doesn't make any sense.
So K per 9 – I mean, you'd have to split it out. But right now his K per 9 is like 14. And his base on balls is 3.43.
The only person or the only starting pitcher that is anywhere near that is Dylan Cease. And he was still almost a full strikeout lower per 9. It was like 13.98, 13.62 K per 9. That's as a reliever. Okay. 4.07 walks per 9. And it's like 2-something as a starter, I believe, is what Trent was saying.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm
still
post it
learning
again
about
here,
things on Fangraphs and ways to do splits and all that stuff. So
yeah, I
I'm
am
sure
too,
there's an
actually.
easy way to find that out.
There it is.
But yeah, his FIP is 182.
3.05 walks per 9 as a starter. That's a full walk lower per 9. That's okay, Trent. We'll forgive you. Still, insane.
To contribute, Trent, you have to be right.
But yeah, it's just
He's so good. He's already at 102 strikeouts in
I was looking back.
65 innings pitched. So we have four pitchers that are already over 100 strikeouts. This team is good.
Dude, yes, and I know you will remember this, and I've been reluctant to tweet it because I don't want to sound like a fucking asshole. But how many times did I tell you before Acuna came up? And I understand that it's not just Acuna that's making this difference, but I kept saying, dude, when Acuna gets back, this team is going to be so fucking good. And people kept saying, I don't know, they got so many problems, blah, blah, blah. They didn't have their catalyst, man. Even with him not playing well, he still changes the game.
It was that, and then Michael Harris, and once Ozuna didn't have to set foot in left field again,
yeah, dude. I hope that never
everything about
happens
this
again.
team changed.
Well, see, we thought that he would never have to step foot in left field.
Well,
again.
yeah, on the occasional,
and
whatever
had
it
to a few
happens,
times.
but go to the splits page.
Luckily,
yeah, okay.
when that started happening again, Rosario got healthy.
Yep, that was another thing too.
So
now Eddie's back.
Yeah,
the lineups, it's pretty balanced with
little segue there, huh?
The righties and lefties. Trent, is the splits like you have to go to Spencer Strider and then click splits, or is there a specific splits page? I guess I see splits. Okay, I'll play around with it.
Is this? Oh man, I think man, that sucks. So the video, I deleted a video earlier, and I was trying to figure out what video it was that I deleted.
I see it, Trent. Thank you.
It happened to be Rosario's home run video.
Oh no! Okay,
that's unfortunate.
That's cool.
Let me see if I can find it real quick. Well, no, this is what I'll do. I'll do this. It'll be quicker if I just send it to myself again.
And yep, I see it. So you could do it as starter, as reliever. Okay, that's a good thing too.
Oh yeah, I knew you could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where I went to for that. So there's so many features in here then.
Someone just told me Kyle Wright is a bigger snub than Strider or Mentor. I love Kyle Wright. It's been pretty damn good.
I didn't even think about that. So Mentor didn't.
But Strider, yes. Yeah, dude. Strider, he should have been an all-star.
Yeah, I think any of them would have deserved it. But I have to look at. I didn't look at everyone who was selected, so it's possible I might look at that and say, okay, now that makes sense.
If your argument's going to be innings and whatever, never mind. I'm not going to get into Tony.
The random reliever that I saw, I haven't looked at his numbers. I just know he's on the Diamondbacks. So I was like Joe Mansupply, which sounds like a toilet paper brand.
Yeah,
I think it's because they have to pick someone from every team. Yeah. I shouldn't say that because I haven't looked at his numbers, but let's see. Okay, he has actually decent numbers, so I should shut my mouth. But I don't know if any other Diamondback has been chosen, so that might have been the selection. So maybe let's get him at the deadline. Then he's better than I thought.
Hey, or David Robertson. I don't know.
I'm sure a lot of people will.
I want that guy. I've said this to Trent like 4 times. David Robertson's my guy. Bednar.
But it's going to be somebody, like we've said and been saying, it's going to be somebody random, and we're like, oh, yeah, that guy that nobody targeted, and he was like, that's the one I want.
Yeah, I always go back to Chris Martin on that. Mm-hmm. Like, we traded for Chris Martin. Literally everybody was like, who? Who the fuck is this guy? And then, he ends up being like I'm sure we all accredit his injury as the reason we lost the division series against the Cardinals.
I sure do.
I mean, if he doesn't
Chris
get
Martin,
hurt,
you cost us a championship.
you suck.
No, but yeah.
I mean, he does kind of suck now, though. They took away the sticky
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah,
man.
he
Took
does.
away the sticky. Or what was it? JD said, he said, it's not sticky anymore. It's not sticky anymore. Josh Donaldson, man, that dude is.
It's not sticky.
I truly believe he just wants to fight every single player, and he wants to dig at everybody until somebody's like, "All right, fine, we'll fight them."
You want to go?
Yeah,
We'll go. We'll see us
I
outside.
really think that's how he is.
Joe Musgrove knows it well. He knows it
Yeah.
well. Did Joe Musgrove make the All-Star game?
Joe Musgrove.
I just
I
feel like he
think
should have. If he didn't, that's a
did.
snub.
I
Yeah.
think he did.
I'm sure I could just go to MLB.com.
I just looked up the list like 5
Here we go.
minutes
Full
ago.
rosters revealed. I will look now.
Okay,
And
fine.
now,
Is it done now? Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna go try to pull this up and see if I can.
yes, he did.
Okay, so he did make the All-Star game. Good, he deserves it, dude.
Yeah.
Joe
So
Musgrove
the
is-
pitchers for the National League are Alcantara, of course, Bednar, Burns, Castillo, Edwin Diaz, Max, Gonsolin, Hader, Brian Helsley, Kershaw, Joe Mantiply, and Joe Musgrove.
And good for Max Fried, dude. Like
Mhm.
that dude,
Huge, deserved.
hugely deserved. I mean, and I've been fighting with Dodger fans all day, but
The Kershaw thing.
dude, Kershaw should not start the All-Star game. I understand the sentiment, I understand I understand they want him to. I get it. I would want.
And
that to
I
happen
understand
too.
why,
But
but
like,
this is for this year.
but like, he's got
Joe Jimenez.
less than half the innings that Sandy Alcantara has. Sandy Alcantara has.
If it's going to be a Dodger, it
120
should be
something.
Gonsolin, but
No,
it
wait.
should be Alcantara.
How many innings did Sandy go today? 7.
Mm-hmm. I thought he
Okay.
could have gone back out. I was actually kind of shocked. He was at
Sandy
92
went
pitches.
7 today, and I remember looking at that and thinking, "Damn, he must have had a bad day." 7
That's
innings,
apparently like
shutout
his.
ball.
It was like he's basically just does that. You just expect 7 out of him every
Yeah.
time. He just
I mean,
goes
he's
out there
been
and does it, man.
going out 8, 9. Dude, when he told Mattingly to get back in the fucking dugout the other day, that I was like, man, this is like my favorite dude ever. Yeah, Lou Trevino. Lou Trevino would be a good one. I would love to have that.
Is Lou Trevino a reliever?
He is. I
I
mean,
feel
that
like this
mistake-
team is really, really good. And like with like Jansen coming back, Ozzie coming back, potentially Yates, I feel like you're like, okay, this is like it's really going to start solidifying, hopefully. But I just don't see any way that like AA doesn't get somebody. Like I just
Oh, he
like
has.
even
to.
in 2019, he went out and got 3 relievers. Like I feel like even if you just get like 2 relievers, it's going to be interesting to see
sorry.
what he does. Oh, here's that.
I wasn't trying to play it immediately. It just automatically played. Anyways, we'll play it in a second. But yeah, I agree. We have to get a reliever.
So
We
it'll be
don't have a
interesting to see
choice.
what he does because I feel like we are pretty complete everywhere, but I can see him getting some kind of 5th starter, just somebody depending what Anderson continues to do. A couple of relievers, another righty maybe.
I saw somebody say that maybe it was you. I don't know. Say that we should seriously consider Johnny Cueto.
I saw that today. It wasn't me.
Okay.
I saw that. But then
Maybe
someone
you
was like, no.
retweeted it.
Once you thought of it, he's not going to do it. And then I was joking like, yeah, once it like goes into the air, he's like, somebody
Yeah.
thought of this.
Once
Cross
somebody
it off
thinks
the
it's real.
list.
Now, I mean,
Mhm. I
that
don't
that
know
would
what the
be,
White Sox are going to do, though.
dude. I don't know. They got to fire Tony La Russa.
Mhm. They have
They've
to.
got to. I mean, it's just he is a
Excuse me.
fucking shit
If they don't
show
make the
in yard.
playoffs, I don't see any way that La Russa is still their manager.
Yeah, I mean, because that would they didn't make playoffs last year, did they?
They did. They won the division last year.
Did they? Okay. And they went in 2020. I know that. Was he their manager? No, he wasn't their manager in 2020.
No, it was Rick Renteria, and they fired him.
Yeah, they fired him, and he was a finalist for manager of the year. just like, what? And actually, Schilt, the Cardinals did the same thing to Schilt last year.
Yep. But yeah, it'll be interesting with this extra playoff spot and these fringe teams. How many sellers are there really going to be at the deadline?
That's right. They did. They got completely annihilated by the Astros because they had that old man swinging the cane, like that guy.
Oh, yes.
You remember that? That was interesting for sure. And then the Astros
they won
had
one
that one
game.
girl. Yeah, the Astros had that one girl who was doing the little spirit fingers too. But yeah, that was the only game they won, and that game was so weird. Like it was so back and forth, and then that final game was just like the Astros were like, okay,
it was just the moral victory of we didn't get swept, but they were so like you kind of just realized how overmatched they were against the Astros.
Oh yeah, dude, like
they kind of backed into the division.
Everybody but like one
team
was overmatched against the Astros. There was really only one team.
There was just one team that there was no way they were going to win to them.
No, yeah.
They just ran into a squad that wasn't going to back down.
Yeah, we're about to get back into a postseason rant. Colleen and I do that a lot. By the way,
we always get
We always end up talking about the World Series run, which was amazing.
About the postseasons. Yep.
Speaking of the World Series run, let's go ahead and look at it now. Eddie Rosario's back. He hit that big homer the other night. It's just such a good moment for Eddie. So I want to watch it. Oh, hold on.
No. Now Eddie Rosario.
Back.
No. Now Eddie Rosario to right field, and the Braves have gone back to back. Ozuna loves it.
I love back to back.
Yeah, and Ozuna with the little glasses thing. Yeah, it's that's pretty good. That's good stuff. I saw I think I had seen Arcia doing that to him a couple games before when he got his first hit back, and he's clearly better now. His eyes are much better because he had like that at bat last night where what should have been a hit to the left side and got robbed. And then he had like an at bat where he went 3-2 today.
And he's obviously seeing the ball.
Yeah, and that's
better.
Huge. I mean, we're clearly probably never going to get Eddie Rosario from the 2021 NLCS again. Marco Scudero never showed back up for the Dodgers either. You know what I'm saying? So it's whatever he can provide. If he can provide it in a decent.
But he's certainly more valuable than the first 2 weeks of the season.
Oh yeah.
It's just, I mean, it was like
he's got more.
What happened? And then it was like he was literally blind in one eye.
Yeah.
Trying with the eye his right eye. Like he was literally taking it bad. It's like because he had just had some bad swings. It was almost like he was just going up there like I'm just swinging to get done with this at bat because. And I guess something was like, can you see? I don't know how it came out. Like he couldn't see, but.
Yeah. He had 3 hits at the major league level. And he was blind.
He did. Yeah. Who are those hits off of? Like, go back to that. He got a hit off of me. Just luck.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
It would take me a little while to look that up. But
just like that. Insane.
It doesn't matter.
Remember that ball that he just straight up dropped? Do you remember that?
Yeah, out in San Diego, and it was
he just literally couldn't see. I feel so bad when I think about it now. We were like, Eddie, what the hell's wrong with you? And now we're like, he just was blind.
Yeah, and that was. I remember when that ball dropped. It was like, okay, something's not right. Like even if you hadn't I'll rephrase it. If you had been paying attention at all to the way he was swinging the bat and some of the pitches he was swinging at that were just like clearly not strikes. It was just like, okay, something's wrong with this guy. And then in the middle of the night out of nowhere, they're like, oh yeah, he's blind. There's the problem.
This guy's got an eye issue we should check on.
But hey, we because of that, we got the that fun little 3-week stretch where Travis Demerit was the best baseball player in Atlanta Braves history.
Yeah, Travis Turner, I already forgot about him.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. See, sometimes you just need magic for 2 weeks. Like Arcia can't, now he's kind of lost the magic, but that next couple of games, it was he's going to be really good. So you just need to have pockets of that. And then,
you see what Trent just said? 2 of Eddie's 3 hits were against the Dodgers.
That's right. He did have one against the Dodgers. He was like, I don't need my sights. Okay, guys, don't worry.
It's I got these guys. I know these guys. Yeah. You see, Freddie Freeman did not make the All-Star team.
Oh. Well, I mean, it would be awesome if Matt Olson had made it over him. Not that was going to happen, but can you imagine?
Matt Olson wasn't an All-Star.
I know, but that would have been fun.
He has been a very good player. He leads the world in doubles. I did the math. He's on a pace for 96 extra base hits. Not too shabby. Okay. I'm not going to complain about that. That old guy that used to play first base for us, he never did that. So, just saying, he didn't. In fact, actually, I looked it up, see how many he had. It's 84, but which isn't too bad. Who's Freddie Freeman?
Machine.
He's this guy. Dodgers fans think he's a crybaby.
Freddie?
No. Casper just said, "Who's Freddie Freeman?" Yeah. I don't know. That was. I'm glad that weekend's over with for sure. I was it clearly messed with Ian Anderson in that series. In that first inning, it's okay, I got to pitch to this guy. The team I play for, the fan base I play for, just stood and cheered him on for a whole minute and a half straight. And now I've got to try to get him out.
Yep.
But before I try to get him out, I got to try to get Trey Turner out. And just that was a fucked up inning. But anyways, I do want to talk about the Cardinals series a little bit more. They, like you said, Goldschmidt, Arenado, neither one of them was really great though. Well, actually, no, rephrase that. Arenado was really good actually, but he just didn't have anybody on. But that last game that we did lose, we lost that game because of just stellar defense.
Absolutely. Yeah, the Cardinals defense is excellent.
That play that Dylan Carlson made in center field was just Gratterall and Walker Buehler, of course. That makes so much sense. That's who the 2 hits. Eddie's 2 hits against the Dodgers were against Gratterall and Walker Buehler. That's a blind man. That's crazy. But yeah, and another defensive play that I don't think we really mentioned a whole lot that happened in that game was that liner to third base that Dansby hit. I mean, he absolutely crushed it. And it was just right at the dude. And he just stuck his glove out. He didn't even Soto or Solo. What's that? The shortstop dude? Sosa.
I don't remember that particular play. But yeah, it was one of those where it's of course it's not Arenado and the guy still makes a good play.
Yeah. But he's also pretty touted for his glove, so it doesn't surprise me. Yeah. But I mean, it was just wow. Mm-hmm. And then, everybody was upset with Phil Gosselin.
If I don't really know why he passed second base. I feel
yeah.
If that gets past him and you're near second, you're probably going to score. So it just seemed like he was just assuming it was getting down, and it just felt like.
Well, here's the thing: if it doesn't get past him, right, you make it back to first base. If it gets down, at worst, he gets a good carom, and it's second and third with no outs. The bottom of the 9th inning. With Ronald Acuna Jr.
it would have been top of the order.
Yeah. So I mean there was that.
But we also had the winning run at third base with 1 out and.
Yep, Matt Olson was at third base. Travis Darno struck out on the ball at his eyes.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we have to complain about, though.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's like, I guess we're going to lose a couple.
Feels pretty good. Yeah. It's like, oh, the Phillies scored 7 runs in the second inning. Okay, I'll catch up on something else I need to do. It's like, yeah,
It's like, okay, we'll win tomorrow.
yeah. I mean, that's the attitude I'm taking. We haven't lost 2 in a row since the Cub series.
Yeah.
And, like, I mean, I tweeted it after that loss to the Cardinals. I was like, you know why I'm not mad about this? Because I know that nobody understands that was a bad loss quite like those guys in the dugout do. And they're going to come out tomorrow, and they're going to win this game. And then they scored 5 runs or 6 runs in the first 2 innings. And I almost texted you and was like, see, this is why I'm not concerned. But I was like, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah. I hate when people start saying stuff. I'm like, I don't care what team it is. I don't take anything for granted until that final out.
It's in that. It's in the universe. And then I was like, no. Like, so I just erased it. But luckily we still won. And just
like, Eric Fetty. Like, do you think Eric Fetty sees, like, I got to face the Braves? Like,
dude,
he must know, right? He has to know.
He has to. Like,
not again.
Dude has a career ERA over 10. Hold on, I gotta look.
I guess 0-6 now.
Dude, if he has a win against the Braves, that would be. I'm gonna look it up right now because I think that is. How do you spell his name? Is Eric Fetty? That's what it's on.
I think it's Rerik.
There's just like 15 different spellings of Eric.
Ooh.
Let's see, where's that? Oh, okay. Let's go to career. Opponent. No, what? Okay, show opponent. The Atlanta Braves. This poor soul has allowed, oh my God, an 1101 OPS to the Braves. Holy shit. He's pitched in 10 games.
Oh, Eric. Erick.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't C.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
In there.
His ERA. Oh my God. His ERA against the Braves is 11.03.
So the OPS and the ERA, same.
Yeah, and that's in 40 innings.
So what does that go back to, like 2019?
He made his debut.
I feel like he was on that team.
I think he was. Oh, let's go back. I want to see his overview. He made it. No, God, no. Wow, he made his debut in 2017.
That's interesting because the Braves were pretty bad in 2017. Unless he just didn't pitch so many. Like,
yeah, I mean, he started 3 games. Then 2018, he started 11 games.
Yeah, maybe he never pitched against the Braves or not.
Yeah.
Enough to, anyway, yeah.
But regardless, 40 innings and an ERA over 11 is like they're sending you back to fucking A-ball. Saying, you got to figure something out, man, because this ain't working. Yeah, that poor dude. He probably does. As soon as he's like,
he has to know.
Starts mapping it out, and he's like,
he's like, who are we playing? Oh, come on. Not these guys again.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty rough on him. Eric, thank you, Trent. Eric. Yeah. So, yeah, and then the National Series, just more of the same. Like, couple games.
It was a nail biter yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. A couple close games. Today, it was almost like it was living up to the whole win every game of the series and then lose the last one so you can't sweep thing that we've been doing.
And just like this felt like it was like a Sunday game that we were like, it's going to be a tough loss. To come back and win it, to finish the sweep off, like it was a big win in a lot of ways. Yeah.
So we beat them 12-2 on Friday, 4-3 yesterday, 4-3 today.
Mm-hmm.
Wins are wins.
Yep.
And you'd rather be winning the 1-run games against teams like them than losing the 1-run games.
Mm-hmm.
That would be not good.
Yeah, but it was big. Yeah, that home run from Riley. And it was just like I just had a feeling they were gonna get the run back. Like I know a lot of people like once that home run, it's like, oh, this game's over. It's like their pitching isn't that good. It was early enough that I was like, we're probably getting that run back. Of course, when Riley hit the home run, I was thrilled, but I was also like, of course, it's a solo shot. This game's only tied, But I just had a feeling we were going to get that.
Yeah, I even tweeted, okay, we've got 4 innings to get 2 runs.
I ended up having 7 innings.
It took us 7 innings to get the second run,
but we did it.
But we did it, and that's what matters. Now, I mean, we all kind of react the same way, though, when we go into extra innings. I think every Braves fan
tells us that, like, why should we be?
What should we be excited about here?
Like, I feel like based on how teams perform against in extra innings, like the Manfred ball, that would dictate how you feel about it, right? Like if your team is like 7-0, you'd be like, oh, I love it. But for us, we're now 3-6. But it's just into last year too. We're so bad with it that
for whatever reason, I remember us having a good record in 2020 in extra inning games. That was not true, apparently. Apparently, we're like 2-3. No, hot dogs are not sandwiches.
Hot dog's its own category.
Yeah, it's a
hamburger is a sandwich. But I don't think a hot dog is a sandwich.
A hot dog is like
because I feel like that's like saying, is a taco a sandwich? Just because you put something in it, but you'd eat it. I don't know. It's not to me. It's different.
You know what a hot dog is?
We got a couple of news. So we got Riley Meadows and Roy Hobbs.
Roy Hobbs, yeah.
What do you think about the Cano trade?
It's
I mean, it's not.
I think it makes sense. As soon as Ozzy went down, I thought, oh shit, we're gonna trade for Robinson Cano, aren't we?
I feel like you did say that, didn't you?
I did. I fucking told you that.
You did.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's cereal soup. No.
It's cereal soup.
I feel like soup is hot liquids.
I don't know about that. That's.
And then someone will say, well, what about such and such? That's a soup that's cold. Well, that's a cold soup. But cereal is not.
Yeah.
No,
cereal is a breakfast food, and you can't eat soup for breakfast. So that's where I would go with that.
Well, I guess
and if you are eating soup for breakfast, I don't want to see your browser history. You're a fucking psychopath. But no, yeah, just going back to the Cano trade. I don't remember. Trent, you're a fucking liar anyways. Sorry, buddy. I'm just joking. I don't remember what.
He's been worth -0.9.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Fangraphs
that is considering
what
he's only played in like 15 games or something like that, right?
Yeah, he was really bad. But like the Mets are paying his money, so like it's not like really we'd be paying him league minimum or whatever. I'm not sure exactly how that all. What is it? Shift and click, right? How do I do this? Oh, splits. There we go. See, I'm looting my Fangraphs. So with Sandy, he was -0.4. Yeah, he played 12 games.
Are you bringing it up or?
Oh, I guess. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, I mean, you did before.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'm going to make this a little bit smaller.
I saw that 6 people watched our live that we did the other day.
Nice.
We were like, oh, yeah, we're live. Let's fuck around with this for a little while. Yes, Roy. I would bring Jock back immediately. I would wait until the Giants completely spiral, and then I would be like, hey, Giants, how do you guys feel about some random-ass pitching prospect? That's what I would do.
Can you see this?
No.
Oh, it says I'm sharing.
Oh, can you see it?
I mean, it says I'm sharing. Let me see on the.
How about now? Oh, no.
Yeah, it's showing it as a tab like that's being. I don't know if anyone else can see it.
Can anybody else see what she's posting?
Can you see the Fangraphs here? I don't know. It says stop sharing, which I assume means it was sharing. But
Tucker Davidson and Luke Waddell for Whit Merrifield. No. You want Whit Merrifield?
Yeah, propose a trade. Let's talk about it.
Is he good? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, throw me some trade ideas.
If you can't see that. But anyway, he's played 12 games for the Mets and 12 games for the Padres. And he basically contributed the same, which was nothing. He was somehow worse for the Padres than he was for the Mets.
Okay, David says, or not David, Michael David Casper, whatever you want to call him. Casper says he can't see.
He can't.
your
Okay,
Fangraphs.
well, I'm going to stop.
I can't
I don't
see
know
it,
why
so.
it's...
I pulled it up
It
earlier
said it
from
was
me.
sharing, so I might need to permission, give it permission or something to.
Which is weird because it let you share that game the other day just fine.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
know. But something came up for 5 seconds. What are you talking about, Riley? All right. Yeah, just going back to Jock. Trent made a point about this last year, and people freaked out about, the Braves trading Bryce Ball for Jock.
Mm-hmm.
I think we could make a move kind of like that for a Jock. There's a guy that I think kind of fits that in the Braves organization. He would fit well with the Giants because of the way the Giants platoon their players, stuff like that. And that would be Drew Lugbauer.
Okay.
I think
Slugbauer.
I think Slugbauer would be – I think he would have a decent chance at making the Giants at some point in the next year or so because the way that they utilize their players. And I hate when people knock on the way that they utilize their players because they won 107 games last year.
Yeah, it's a good organization.
Yeah. Somebody was saying, that because I compared them to kind of the Braves, the way that they play players. Now it's a little bit different now because the Braves have gotten so many guys who are just good players and you can lock them down. No, I don't think we're going to sweep the Mets.
I'd be happy with 2 out of 3.
Yeah, I'd be very happy.
I think losing the series would be pretty devastating, but I think 2 or 3 feels like a thing we could do. So.
But somebody, exactly, Trent. And that's why I think it would be like trading a future Jock Peterson for Jock Peterson, which is what Trent always says about Bryce Ball. Bryce Ball's ceiling essentially would be Jock Peterson, maybe if he discovers something. And this is Trent's theory, which makes a lot of sense. But instead, we traded possible future Jock Peterson for the real Jock Peterson, and the real Jock Peterson carried us to a World Series. Yeah. So, speaking of his pearls, you got to go see his pearls.
I did. I saw the pearls. I saw the ring, which was even better than I would have.
I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you cry?
I think I might have teared up. I didn't walk in there and start sobbing, but I feel like it was to kind of see it. It was like overwhelming.
Yeah.
I went with my parents and they knew that I kind of just wanted to spend a lot of time. I just wanted to be there. If that makes I just kind of wanted to. I was like, can we walk back the other way so I can see it again?
Can we please see it 4 more times
the highlight video of all the games, and just I was just kind of looking. I was trying to take in the fact of this is Freddie's bat and this is Dansby's hat. This was actually a thing from the World Series. So it's just
These are Will Smith's gigantic shoes.
Yeah. I was like, wow, these guys have big feet.
Dude, yeah, Will Smith has some fucking honkers, dude. Those motherfuckers are gigantic. Okay, so I just wanted to go look and see because I was kind of interested in what Roy Hobbs. Come on, guys.
Roy Hobbs, who are you?
Yeah, okay. All right. I just caught the Roy Hobbs thing. Marcel for Jock. I don't think we should trade Marcel.
I don't see us doing that. I
don't either. And I don't see the Giants being the team. And first off, if we did send Marcel for Jock, we would have to eat a shit ton of money.
Yeah. I feel like if anything like that was going to happen, it would be some random Marcel for Joey Gallo change of scenery thing to see because of the contracts and stuff. I don't think they'd actually trade.
But see, Joey Gallo is a free agent. So,
yeah, that's true.
if he had another year left on his contract,
Yeah,
dude,
that's true. I forgot about that.
I'd be all over that. And that's what's kind of hurting the Braves. There's not really any bad contracts that would kind of mesh with Marcell. I mean, you could point to Mad Bum if you wanted, but then you'd have to hear what I think about it, and I don't think you want to hear that because I am not a Mad Bum fan. I think Mad Bum is a legend, especially in the postseason. I don't want him on my team. Not at this point. Maybe 10 years ago.
Yeah. No, I don't think they're going to trade him.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think we'd be able to find a trade partner, at least right now. Jason Hayward. What are we doing with Jason Hayward then, Trent? Where are we going to put this guy? We're going to send – you know what? We'll save him for when we get to the World Series and he can give a speech in the tunnel again. And that'll be it. That'll be Jason Hayward's contribution to the 2020.
Jason Hayward for Ian Happ?
No. He's saying we take Jason Hayward and Ian Happ.
Oh, okay.
We trade Marcell
Ozuna. Okay.
Yeah. Nostalgia. We have a better version of Jason Hayward right now. So Trent.
Jason Hayward has nothing.
He's just
Ian Happ. I'm fine
trolling
with
at
that.
this
Although, to be honest, everyone's like, bring Jock back. I don't know that
Makes
there's
sense.
where do we put Jock?
Well, I mean, I don't really
care. Because it's not
care.
okay, you have Adam Duvall, you platoon him. Like Eddie and Adam are kind of going to be the platoon, and then Ronnie, and I just don't see where Jock fits in. I feel like if they make a trade, it's going to be like an infielder depending on when they think Ozzy's coming back, and then something in the pitching situation. Like, do I want Jock back on this team? Yes, I'm not going to complain if they trade for Jock. I don't see.
There would certainly be questions.
Because even the other day, I was like, oh, if the Giants keep spiraling, like Carlos Rodon and Jock Peterson. But I am also just kind of like, where do we put Jock?
Yeah, because we're already cycling Travis Darno, William Contreras.
Right, at the DH spot. Exactly. We don't really.
Marcell Ozuna at DH.
Which is a good problem to have.
It is. I tell you what I would do with the Giants, and maybe the Giants would do this. I don't know. Maybe the Giants would do this. I would say, hey, we'll give you Marcell Ozuna. We'll eat the rest of this year's money for him. For Jock Peterson. We'll eat all of Jock Peterson's money and Tommy La Stella. And we'll eat all of Tommy La Stella's money. Mm-hmm. That's what I would do. Now, to be fair, or to be honest, Tommy
that's nostalgia right there, Trent.
There's some nostalgia, some 2014. Yeah, 2014 Braves. You know, that juggernaut, that Chris Johnson playing third base on his fat contract. Yes, Drury would be amazing.
Drury, kills us.
Yeah. I agree that we need an infielder. Drury would be awesome. But Alex has expressed multiple times that he wants a left-handed bat.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I feel like Whit Merrifield would be like
Colleen.
What did I say? I don't even know what I said. I didn't mean it if I was sounding.
That's great.
Whit Merrifield, I feel like would be a bigger deal, like a bigger trade than like a Drury or like something like that.
And remember, the Royals are the dumbest team in baseball, and they just extended him.
They extended Whit Merrifield?
Yeah.
Or Feldfield, I don't know what it is, but yeah. Oh, okay, I didn't know
Merrifield, yeah. Marcell and Ford. What? The Mets gonna have Marcell and Ford for DeGrom.
Seems fair to me. Who says no?
I'm in.
But dude, let's talk to that rumor. Which yes, it's only a rumor. But I just I started to think about the possibility. I don't care about his injury history and all this. And like, if there was a chance to get DeGrom on this team,
dude,
we have the money. Just pay him the money,
dude. Listen,
and especially like say he does opt out. Like I wonder what are the odds if he wanted to be a Brave of him taking that 1 year prove it deal because of his injury this year. You know what I mean? I wonder any of that stuff happening if he's wants to be Brave. Here's $35 million.
Kenley is a free agent.
Mm-hmm.
Will Smith is a free agent. There's no fucking way in hell we exercise that option. No way.
No.
Brian Snicker might be beating down the door trying to get him to do it, but Alex Anthopoulos is going to deadbolt that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm. There's just no way.
There's no way.
Even if he gives you a postseason like he did last year, he's right now he's like hurting the team. I don't care about last October.
He has an 18 what? Whit Merrifield has an $18 million club option for 2024.
What?
Who the fuck would pay that guy $18 million? Man.
That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Because it's got for 5 years, $23 million.
So he could end up making
he can make
6.75 next year.
Are those numbers correct?
Well,
like no typos there. That's right. Not 1.8.
It's Trent. Maybe that's what it is. Wow. I don't even remember what we were talking about before I saw that.
Yeah, that doesn't even.
It's a very weird contract. You were right, Trent.
That is very weird.
Yeah, it seems like it seems like what we're going to target is a back end starting pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that is going to be something that's going to
because I just think
everything.
You can't count on Soroka.
No, you can't.
Want to, but especially if he's not coming back till August, you can't count on that,
right.
Not knowing what he gives you.
I said this when it first came out that he got hit in the knee. That's fine by me. It's like I care more about is Mike Soroka going to be healthy on opening day of 2023? I care more about that than I do about him down the road. I want him to be able to come back
and pitch meaningful innings, but I don't know that you can count on that.
Right. Oh, I know what we were talking about. DeGrom. So,
yeah.
Kenley is a free agent. Mm-hmm. Will Smith is a free agent. We have a pending $20 million option on Charlie Morton. Okay. At this point, I'm like...
He might just retire.
He might just retire. It also could go either way. If he continues pitching the way he's pitching all the way down the stretch...
Yeah.
Then the Braves might be like, well, fuck, if he doesn't want to retire, like, we're not going to get another pitcher who's able to provide that for $20 million.
Yeah.
And then they might just say, okay, we'll give you the $20 million.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't, that's $49 million.
And the Braves have money anyway, though.
Dude, we have so much money right now.
Like, obviously, it depends on how big they want the payroll to be, but I'm like, they have the money. That's not the issue. You cannot tell anyone they don't have the money. They're selling out Tuesday night games against the A's. Like, you can't say that they don't have the money.
Look at the contract we just handed to Matt Olson in 24 hours. Really, it was less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand $168 million for 8 years for Matt Olson. To some people, like, they were like, how the fuck the Braves keep doing this? Seems like, it seems like a steal. Sure. Yeah. But at the same time, anytime you invest $168 million in a player, that's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
I extend Max Fried first.
We definitely need to do that. Yes, I think Max Fried. I think they'll probably do both.
I think
eventually,
both.
But I think just lock them up.
I don't see a world where Austin Riley's like, yeah, I want to go play for the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I can go out there and go hunting, something like that. Like, I love Austin Riley, but that's who he is, dude. He is a down-home Southern boy, and, like, Mississippi is close to Atlanta. Like, he's not going to want to leave. I honestly could see him just going to the Braves and being like, look, I want to be here. I'm close to my family. Like, I'm able to, he just has everything right there. Why would he want to leave? And if they're like, okay, fine, we'll give you $75 million for the next 4 or 5 years.
And Trent just asked the question I was going to ask next. So
Yeah, do I think Dansby will be a Brave for his career?
I think Dansby knows now, based on the year he's having, he could get a lot of money.
Dude, he could
so
get
it's just a matter of, does he want to be
money.
a Brave?
Yeah.
I told somebody, or do the Braves want to extend him for what he's probably going to be looking for?
Right. I told somebody that, and this was like a few months ago, and the only reason I said this was because I saw what shortstops were getting on the market last offseason. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. If some team offers him
Dansby might get $150 million. Yeah. Now, I don't think that's
I know. I'm just saying,
happen.
but I mean, I wouldn't blame it if the Rangers or a team like that was like, hey, you want to come play for us for $300 million? Yeah, of course.
Right.
But yeah, I agree. Now he's looking to get a lot more, I think, than we thought he was going to get.
I think realistically, Dansby could be looking at $150 million.
Yeah. Do you think like 150, or what do you think?
Well, the comparison he just made is the contract that I think of. Trent, Marcus Semien. What did Marcus Semien get? 7 years,
7 or 8. Yeah, maybe 180 or something like that. Yeah.
I thought it was lower than that.
Him and Freddie are friends. He could become a Dodger. Well, then there's Trey Turner.
Yeah, if he becomes a Dodger, fantastic. Send Trey Turner our way.
Yep.
We will gladly pick up the scrap heap of Trey Turner and Jacob deGrom and just absolutely dominate the National League for the next 7 years, 175 for Marcus Semien.
Okay.
Dansby will be 28 years old.
Yeah.
It's very realistic to see him getting a 7-year contract. And I know a lot of people think, well, this was only a 1-year deal, blah, 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 whatever it is. If you look at his past few years, he's been trending in this direction for quite a few years.
Is it possible that he truly has actually figures, like, is it, is this Dansby? Like, now it's that, or is it that, like, what you see in those walk years of he's going to perform awesome and then he signs a contract and just is like.
Yeah. Well, 2019, he was on pace to basically be 2021 Dansby. And then 2020, it was a shortened season, but he was really good.
Yeah.
He was really good that year. But nobody wanted to put any, weight into that because it was only a 60-game season. And then 2021, he has clearly the best season of his career. 27 homers, whatever. I think he hit like 250.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then this year, it's like something has changed. Supposedly,
it's just so funny because when he started the season, we were just like, he was striking out half the time. We were just like, Jesus Christ, there's no way Dansby's on this team. Can't wait till he's gone. Like, and then just turned the switch, flipped a switch, whatever. And then he's been, like, we were saying this the last time we recorded. Like, it's almost like I'm excited when he's up. Like,
yeah,
this was a guy we had hitting 8th, and it was like, he sucks. And now it's like him at the 2-hole is perfect. It's like
it is perfect.
It's so good. Everything is clicking.
And even when he has a bad game, like, I'm starting to view those bad games the same way I view Austin Riley's bad games. Oh, he had a bad game?
They're going to happen. Yeah.
Well, tomorrow he's going to come out and have 3 hits.
Yep.
He had a bad game yesterday. You know what he did today? He had 3 fucking hits. I mean, you're right. It's pretty crazy to see this evolution in Dansby. Because he just seemed – I mean, there was points in 2018 where we were like, oh, huge bust.
Yeah.
And now we're thinking, should we give this guy $150 million?
Yeah.
Like,
what happens if we let him go? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I feel more so that way than I did with Freddie. Because I always knew that there were younger options, and stuff. And I always looked at Rizzo as a backup plan, and Rizzo's had a good year.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know what we do about Dansby. Maybe he walks.
Yeah, it's up to him, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty clear that Correa and Bogarts are both going to opt out as well. I do see that happening, actually. I think that towards the end of his contract.
Mm-hmm. Like at Pujols.
Yep. I think that towards the end of his contract, the Dodgers are going to get old. They're already getting there. Justin Turner's old.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, the Dodgers will find ways to stay young, and they have one of the best farm systems in baseball. They're geniuses.
Yeah. The envy of baseball. Yeah, but because I think Dansby's also he's the Atlanta kid.
Yeah. But we just got the Atlanta kid. We got 4 of them.
Yeah, we got a lot of Atlanta kids.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we've got Olsen.
Yeah, we got a few of them.
We've got Dansby. We've got McHugh.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
I mean, we've got guys who just Jansen was a Braves fan. We've kind of got these guys who want to be here because they are either from here or grew up.
And it's understandable why Jansen was a Braves fan, right? Because Andrew Jones. Everybody was an Andrew Jones fan, and that made sense. Of course they were a Braves fan. That's who they grew up watching. That was their childhood hero. They named towns after this motherfucker. They did. Or maybe it was at least streets. I mean, they named shit after him, for sure. And rightfully so. Andrew's an incredible baseball player. He has his problems as a person, but, so does Marcelo Senior. Yeah. So, anyways, why is Vaughn Grissom the next Braves? I definitely put all my weight into Trent turning me on to Vaughn Grissom. Pretty good. Have you paid any attention to Vaughn Grissom?
Not really.
Dude, that kid.
Obviously know the name, but
I've got
just from what I hear on Twitter here and there. But
right here from me.
Oh, you were ready.
Yeah. Well, this is from me and Trent yesterday when we recorded.
Okay.
Or Friday, excuse me.
It's a carryover.
So Vaughn Grissom, I didn't look up how many games it is. How many games has he played, Trent? Hook me up with that number real quick. The first.
He's in AA?
He's in double. Is he in AA? No, not yet. Did he get promoted?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Oh, he's
in Mississippi.
He's in Rome. You threw me off.
I didn't yet. I listened to
shit. He's in AA.
I got called out by Trent.
Look. I've
been busy, right?
She watched the first episode. I know.
Yeah, I did. I definitely watched the first. I didn't know there was a new one, so I missed that. As soon as she got done.
Well, there's been 2. Yeah. So, anyways, Vaughn Grissom in I don't know how many games, but 309, 73 games. Is that 73 games this year? Right? Yeah.
Is Vaughn Grissom the one that was selected for the Futures game?
No, I think it was just Schuster, right?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Maybe people are saying Vaughn Grissom should have been. Yeah, I don't keep up with my prospects the way I should.
That's okay. You should watch.
I'm no Trent when it comes to the prospect.
Yeah. Hey, dude. If it weren't for Trent, I'd be on there just I looked it up on Fangraphs and yeah. Yeah, that's bullshit. He probably will be next year though. Jared Schuster, yeah. That was second. So.
Drew Jones, what
organization
is he in?
Drew Jones. No, Drew Jones is Trent. Drew Jones is the number 1 overall prospect actually for the draft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See again, I
Little Drew Jones.
Okay, for some reason I thought he was already. Yeah, this is
back
my.
to Vaughn Grissom.
If I have one weakness,
that's okay.
it's that I don't.
It's my weakness too. These are stats I wrote down and looked up on
Ratio F,
Fangraphs.
Colleen.
So 309, 397, 486 slug. He's got 11 homers, 57 runs, 55 RBIs, 19 stolen bases, 16 doubles, 29 walks, and 38 strikeouts with a 143 weighted runs created plus.
That's pretty good.
He plays shortstop.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah,
Matt
he plays
Carpenter
shortstop.
just hit a home run also, so I've got this game on.
Again? Are you serious?
I think it was him. Yes, Casper, you're watching, right? It was Matt Carpenter? Or are they showing him his last one? It's 6-2 now, and the bases are empty, so somebody did something.
Think I bought you a World Series, Beanie. 17 doubles now. Oh, look at that. Yeah, dude, Matt Carpenter, who knew? All he needed was a short porch, right? That's it. That's all that guy needed. But yeah, I mean, a 143 weighted runs created plus. And I told Trent, and I'm spoiling everything from the other podcast. So
I know we got to keep some people in suspense. So
yeah, so I'll
just redact some random things. Like he has OPS over the. Oh, I don't know. You're gonna have to watch and see what it is.
Yeah, I knew he had 9 homers last night, and I thought that was fucking crazy. But
it's the mustache.
If you look at Vaughn Grissom's stat line at high A, okay, I understand that. But if you look at his stat line at high A, and then you look at what Michael Harris did this year at double A, it's like identical. Which is like crazy. Yeah, he's
oh yeah.
Yeah, he's roasting you. So yeah. Anyways, Vaughn Grissom's a good one, but as a lot of people have discussed, God, I'm ruining more about the podcast. I don't know if he's going to stick it short. And yes, he's 2 months older now than Michael Harris. Think about that. Think about what Michael Harris is doing at the major league level. And this dude, Vaughn Grissom, is probably 2 years away.
Yeah.
And just, I don't know. And I don't know if he's going to stick it short. So, the shortstop question is wide open. Really. I think that
yeah, and I guess it just depends on what they do with Dansby.
Yeah.
Right? So if they extend Dansby, do they either try to move Grissom somewhere else or do they trade him? I mean, so there's different – it kind of depends.
There's also the belief that he could end up moving to the outfield. Okay. And, I mean, there's an outfield spot that we don't really have locked down also like that hard. Duvey's going to be gone. Rosario is Rosario. I mean, sure. We could probably find another platoon guy to play with Rosario for at least next year. Yeah. But, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what we do about shortstop. I've said this a few times on Twitter. I don't know if people have seen it, but Scott Boras actually said that the Braves were very close to signing Correa to a deal that was very similar to the deal that he signed with the Twins. And then he said, I think that the Braves could be a real suitor for Carlos Correa if he opts out.
I remember hearing that. So was that all part of that same report?
So it was all kind of part of the same, whatever. Okay. And who knows how much of that is, hyperbole or whatever. But at the same time, it's pretty widely noted that Scott Boras and the Braves don't work together very often. So, or at least they haven't over the last, 10 years or so. And Alex Anthopoulos could be, kind of opening that door and saying, hey, we're ready to spend.
Yeah.
We know you guys are. You have the good guys. Like you have if there's a good player going to free agency, you probably got him.
Mm-hmm.
Now Trey Turner is not represented by them,
Mm-hmm.
so that could be where
Trey
he
Turner's
ends up.
from Florida, right?
He is. He grew up a Marlins fan. I found that out last night.
We're gonna get our Southeast guys. We're gonna get DeGrom. We're gonna get Turner. We're gonna ride it.
Yep. Jazz. We're gonna get Jazz Chisholm. Jacob DeGrom. Jacob DeGrom's from Florida already. Also,
put them all. Get Trey Turner and Jazz. Who plays where? I don't know.
Luke Watto.
Just get them all. I don't care what.
And Darius Vines for Brian Reynolds. I think the Pirates. I think the Pirates definitely say no to that, Trent.
And what? I'm just thinking. I'm like, I guess you could put Brian Reynolds in left. So I don't know what them. Yeah.
Yeah, you could. I don't know, man. That'd be a fucking stacked outfield. Jeez.
Everyone already hates the Braves, but
yeah, everyone, dude. And I guess I kind of get it because everybody hates successful teams, and the Braves have just been nothing but success for 30 years. And that's hard to match. It is. It's something that we should be very.
Yeah.
We should feel very happy about. There's not any of those guys. Because I'd be willing to bet that's true.
I know. But I don't. I've heard of Cal Conley. I think Luke Waddell and Darius Vines. I've heard of.
Darius Vines.
I think I've heard of all three of them.
I think Darius Vines has like the best chance of making an impact at the major league level within the next year.
I'm going to go to baseball. What is it? Baseball trade values. That might be what he did.
Yeah.
But
Darius. that's not what he did. He's just throwing shit out there.
So I was going to actually put it in, and I was going to see.
I'll trade a potato for Trey Turner. I don't even know if you'll be able to find Luke Waddell on there.
I'm looking at because I signed into the baseball trade values, and I apparently. When did we trade for Matt Olson? Do you remember what date that was?
It was March. God, I want to say like March 20th.
Because I'm looking, I had proposed this trade on March 12th. And it must have been before this because it was for Chris Bassett and Matt Olson. I proposed Langoliers, Muller, Pache, and Stansby. I don't remember even doing that, but it was.
I remember everybody being like, "We should trade Dansby to the."
That's funny. Yeah, it was Pache and
I kept thinking like,
was on there. So I'm like, when did I propose that? I don't know.
No, you're right. They don't have anywhere near enough to get Reynolds. Yeah, it would be.
Well, that's what I look at sometimes. I'm like, I don't know who we trade for. I don't see them doing another big trade. Like Matt Olson was the big trade.
Hold on, let me look at it. Damn. I was close. It's March 15th. I knew it was spring training.
Huh.
So
all
yeah,
right, that's actually kind of,
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I still remember you texting me.
Yeah, because my friend got married on the 19th, and it was before
what?
So we got the 18th. We signed Jansen because remember it was that Friday night. So.
Right. Yeah. That was a fucking crazy ass fucking night. Me and Trent were in a Twitter space for like 6 hours. It felt like it was really like 2 hours, but it was a while. Hey, some of you guys in here, I know Trent, you would. Michael, you probably would. I'm not really sure who Roy Hobbs is. I mean, I know he's the natural, sure, but maybe he's still in here. I don't know. But who is he? But hey, if we started
reveal
doing
yourself, give us a hint.
Yeah, yeah. I know who one person is in here, and I've vouched not to, or excuse me, I have
reveal their identity.
Yeah, I not vouched. I have God, what the fuck's it? I have vowed, not whatever. I have vowed not to reveal their identity. So, and I won't do that. But anyways, just for some of you guys in here, if we were to do some Twitter spaces here and there after like big wins or even bad wins or like around the trade deadline or around the
we should
draft,
do either
whatever.
something for the trade deadline, like live or a space, just to keep it. Yeah, just be there. And
because I'm off work that day.
I'll take it off.
Do it. Do it.
Just an all-day live of us, just every trend. That actually would be really fun.
That would be fun.
Nobody would join us. Actually, maybe they'd come in and out.
What time? Trent, do you know what time the trade deadline is? Is it 4 p.m. like always? Spaces would be awesome. Awesome. Yeah, because I would love to do spaces. We could do like this and actually talk to you guys and have more people involved. We have a Twitter space. Would Colleen listen?
I'd be the first one there with bells on, Trent.
Yeah. She'd be in there for 2 seconds and be like, yeah, this guy sucks. But yeah, I mean, and that was something I texted you about one night. You never responded to me about the Twitter spaces.
You texted me about that?
Yeah. I thought you were mad at me or something. I was like, she's probably pissed off at me.
After 11:30, I don't get notifications. Like I have Do Not Disturb on automatically, so it's possible that I just didn't see it. So that's what it after 11:30. Like, if you text me, I'm not ignoring you. I might just not see it. So,
yeah, it was like midnight. So
okay,
it was like it was a couple weeks ago or something like that. Whatever.
Okay, I don't even remember seeing that.
That's why I'm bringing it up now. But yeah, I just thought that would be cool if. I know you would, Trent. Trent responds to me at like 3:00 in the morning. He really does. Not even.
You did on June 30th. Yeah, I completely.
June 30th. Look at that. Wait, that's when I said that?
Yeah. Hey, would you want to start doing Twitter? I might have seen that on I don't know. I didn't ignore you on purpose though.
No, I didn't. I didn't think you did. I was just fucking with you. Not June 30th. Okay, I'm thinking May 30th, May 31st. I was like,
no, you were right. You said a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I thought that would be fun, and then, I'll get the Beehive edited, and I will personally email it to Colleen and Trent.
So I'll be ready. I'm ready. I got my ears ready. Listen.
She'll be the first one to see it. She might be the only one.
You'll see one of you. It'll be me.
Yeah.
I'll record myself watching the whole thing. I'm like, hey guys, this is me.
Look, guys. That'd be good stuff. Yeah, but I mean, do you guys have any other questions? Okay, 6 p.m. is the trade deadline on August 2nd.
Interesting.
That's 2nd. Weird. They moved it back a few hours too. Then
I like it. So August 2nd. So it's a Tuesday. I was thinking it was a Friday again. Tuesday. Jokes.
Dude, Trent's hilarious. Yeah, so like I mean, we could even Tuesday. like we could do a show like this and start. What time do you usually get off work? Or are you really serious?
Well, I usually work till 5, but I'd if you wanted to do like start at noon and just be on, I would do it. I would. Totally
I don't know about starting at noon just because I don't know.
Start at noon.
I don't know if my computer would survive that.
It would just die.
It would overheat.
I guess spaces melt. You can either do on your phone or on. But yeah, anyway, we can talk about it.
Well, no, but I want to do this.
Oh, you mean like a live, not a space?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
yeah.
That way we could be on here doing this and we could have up oh god, none of us really want to watch MLB Network, do we?
ESPN, I think, has.
Oh, I definitely don't want to watch that.
We'll just be following. We'll just
be sitting here talking
Passion's,
shit on Twitter. Yeah,
tweets with notifications.
Maybe we'll bring in Trent.
Pull up like what's the MLB trade rumors, that website. We'll just have random stuff.
Yeah, maybe we'll bring in Trent. What would you? I don't know.
Never. I would never trade out.
I don't think that'd be a good idea.
Who would do that trade? I don't know.
You gotta have someone on here to discuss the Braves. Yeah, you're right. What if it's a prospect we've never heard of though, Trent? Trent
has to be part of this because then he can kind of
Casey
be like
Kalich. How do you say that dude's name? Is it Kalick or Kalich? Got to be Kalick, right? Nobody knows because he's not real. We traded a fake person.
He gave us our World Series MVP. Yeah. He's not a real person. Tries to come in clutch on any prospect. to decide if
Yeah.
it was a good or bad trade.
I
No,
think
actually,
that
that's
would
a really
be
good idea to bring Trent on if you want. If you
I think it
can.
would actually
Yeah.
be a blast. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I mean, do you guys have any other questions or anything that you want to bullshit around with?
Been almost
I mean,
2 hours.
I
here.
know
Well, a
Trent
couple
could
of
bullshit
Trent
around
and
for all
Casper have been
night.
on
Yeah.
here for 2 hours listening
Yeah.
to us go on and on. We appreciate it. This is fun, actually.
Yeah, this is actually a lot
When
of
you
fun,
have
yeah.
interaction on the comments.
He's the 40th ranked prospects on the Royals. Yeah, but how do you say his name, Trent?
You'll have to
I
put
don't
it
know.
on the next Beehive episode. the
Yeah.
pronunciation.
Just right at the end. Since actually yesterday we did it with Zoom, right? Maybe we should do it with this. This probably work better. But we did it with Zoom, and of course, you know how it is when it's like you talk too long, it just shuts off on you.
Mhm.
Well, Trent just kept talking, and he just kept going, and I'm like, "Yep, we're running out of time here. We're almost out of time." And Trent just kept going, and I was just like, "All right." Picked out a few little spots where I could end this, and I just fade out. But
Yeah, you got this is the one that this is now almost 2 hours, and it's I guess you can do however long you want. So this is
Right,
the one
yeah.
to use.
yeah, hell yeah, and you can watch the videos and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't have a life or friends. Yeah, I know. Well, what did you say you were doing, Trent? You tweeted me. and told me
We're
something.
your life and friends. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
we're your
Isn't
friends.
that what Twitter's for?
Yeah. You mean real life friends?
Yeah, real life friends. We don't have real life friends, Trent. Been talking about this to my week all night. What?
I don't know how you can see me on Twitter as much as I am, Trent, and think I have much of a life.
Oh, is that true?
What?
I just got this tweet that this tweet that you sent me, Trent.
Oh.
That
Did you say me? I was like,
Carlos Rodon leads the National League in WAR. She's got to be talking about B WAR, right? B WAR. Even that
Combined
is
WAR leaderboards. Definitely not Fangraphs. Unless it's pitchers. Does he lead pitchers?
maybe, I don't know. This is a tweet from his wife, and she said, "Are you actually kidding? Man leads the NL in WAR. What the fuck?"
From Carlos Rodon's wife?
Yeah.
I'm just looking to see. No, because Gossman leads in.
Yeah, in F WAR.
Well, actually, Gossman and Rodon both have 3.7, so they lead the pitchers.
Oh, okay. Well,
All
that is kind of a
pitchers.
slap in the
yeah,
face.
so NL, I mean,
In
it's the same
F
amount,
WAR?
so- Yes. 3.7.
So he's number 12 in F WAR across the board.
Yeah.
Man,
the top.
he got snubbed. Who made it from the Giants?
That's a
Oh,
good
Jock.
question.
Jock made it. Jock's
Yeah.
the starter.
Yeah, that's kind of shocking. I didn't even think about that. Rodon didn't.
But that's
I
just
didn't
because
even
that's because Braves country voted for him. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That dude, I'm surprised he wasn't the leading
Wow.
vote getter. On his 7th in B WAR among pitchers.
Wow. Yeah. So I guess it was F4
Is that
pitch.
Is that their only? I'm gonna look up the Giants.
That's. Did they post? I guess it was just
I'm
Jock.
sure they did. I would hope they did.
Because they don't have any like relievers. No, they didn't like post about.
I guess they didn't have anybody else then. Wow, that's pretty. I mean, actually, that makes perfect sense for what they do. Who else would be? I mean, Rodon. But
Maybe
outside
it's like
of,
one of those things of like he ends up being like a reserve.
yeah,
if
he
somebody
has to make
doesn't go.
the team if he's number 1 in pitcher at 4.
Yeah, I'm shocked, especially if it's like the players and stuff voting.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I felt like Spencer Strider got snubbed a little bit, but at the same
Yeah,
time,
there's definitely
he's a
pitchers you could make a
rookie,
case for.
So
I guess
whatever.
it's just probably
Whatever.
people vote and then the top whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, he'll
All right.
win his rookie of the year. He doesn't need them.
Yeah. I really think it's going to be Strider. I like Harris. I love Harris. But at the same time,
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting.
I think Harris is going to have some struggles. And, I mean, maybe I'm the first person to actually say that out loud, but I think he's probably going to have some stretches where we're like, oof. I don't know about this, man. Maybe he needs, Now, I'm not saying he needs to go down, but like he might have some stretches where it's like, thank God he's so good on the, good with the glove, because, but I still think he's gonna give Strider a run. Nobody else is gonna touch those two for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I don't think so, unless somebody just breaks out in a big way. But yeah, right now it's going. Trent got snubbed from being on the live stream. You'll be on the trade deadline.
Yeah, you'll be on the trade deadline live stream.
Make sure you're on that one.
And hey, since we were
talking
about
Beehive Beaneater buzz,
we're gonna do. Trent and I discussed this the other day. We're gonna do a draft pod. So maybe we'll do a live stream for that for the first round.
Yeah, there you go.
If I'm home, I won't be home. I'll be at work, but it's okay. We'll just record a pod and we'll just talk about who they draft. And I'll be like, here's this guy that we'd never heard of until yesterday. And we'll just say that like 5 times over and over again. We thought some Who is that?
Can I get a hint?
Is that a baseball player?
We could use him to acquire Lou Trevino. I think probably. I don't know who that is. No, he might be
yes, I do know who this
Geraldo
is.
Quintero.
He was talking to me about this guy the other day. Yeah, he's really good. He's actually doing pretty good.
Is he a pitcher? A position player?
Is he the utility type guy? Yeah, he's like a utility player in Augusta right now. And he's actually playing pretty well. Basically, nobody knows who the fuck he is. He's our 9th ranked prospect. If you want to know how bad our farm system is, yeah, it's pretty rough. But he's ranked ahead of Drew Waters now. Yeah,
I haven't heard anything about Drew Waters lately.
There's a reason for that. I'm sorry, Drew, if you're watching. If you're one of the 4 people watching this right now.
Maybe Mike Harris is on here and he sent it to
it's
Drew
Mike
Waters,
Harris,
and that's the 2 of them.
Drew, you know what? There's 4 people on here. It's Michael, Trent, Drew Waters, and Michael Harris. That's it. So yeah.
Yep.
According to Fangraphs, yes. So all right. Well, I guess since we've kind of talked about everything possible, we'll go ahead and dip out today. But this was pretty badass. I want to do it just like this every time we do it. But I need Michael and Trent to bring a friend next time.
Mm-hmm.
Is that cool, guys?
You got to spread it far and wide.
Yeah.
But for real, thank you guys for
and we don't count as your friends either. I mean, we are your friends. We just don't count as the friends you get to bring.
Yeah. Casper's like, I'm going to bring Colleen. Trent's like, I'm going to bring Jordan. It's like, what?
Yeah.
No, that's not how it works.
That's not how it works, man. That's not how it works. So, yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end it. But I don't know if we're going to do it next weekend or not. We talked about maybe doing something a little bit different next weekend since, there's a Nationals game and I can't watch it anyways. So we might do that, but we'll let you guys know a little bit more about that next week. Or if we're going to wait till after the All-Star break? No.
Yeah, I mean, next weekend is the last game.
So the weekend of the All-Star break, I will be in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So I may still do
I consider going, but I'm not going to be going. But it's my birthday, so.
Do you want to do a show that day? If it's your birthday, you got other plans, I assume.
I don't know what day I'm doing something for my birthday.
Okay.
But we'll talk about it.
All right, that's cool. So, well, no, thank you, Michael and Trent, for hanging out, and Roy Hobbs.
And the mystery people.
Yeah, all the other people who showed up. It was a good time. And we'll get back with you guys hopefully next week.
Bye. Have a good
Peace
week.
out.